Okay, good day to all grade 7 science students. In this video lesson, we are going to tackle about hypotheses and variables. And in this video, we are going to create actual hypotheses and identify variables in a certain given situation or scenario. So let us have a short review about the definition of hypothesis and variables. Hypothesis is an educated guess or a prediction about the outcome of an experiment based on your observations and prior knowledge. Example, hypothesis: plants placed in a sunny location will grow taller than plants placed in the shade. Variables are factors that can change in an experiment. Okay, we have three kinds of variables. Number one, the independent variable. This is the factor you deliberately change or manipulate in your experiment to see its effect on something else. In our example, the independent variable is the amount of sunlight. Dependent variable, this is the factor that you measure or observe in response to the changes made in the independent variable. So the dependent variable is the plant growth. So dumedepende ang dependent variable sa epekto ng independent variable na ginawa po natin or binago natin sa independent variable. So controlled variable, these are the factors that you keep the same or constant throughout the experiment to ensure a fair test. So in our example, we want to control the amount of water both plants receive and then the pot size. So para mas mapalalim pa natin yung pagkaintindi po natin doon sa hypothesis, sa independent, dependent, and controlled variable, ito yung sample na gagawin natin. We have sample problem: which material can remove the bubble gum stain? So ang hypothesis po dito, the bubble gum stain will be removed if oil is used. Another hypothesis, the bubble gum stain will be removed if water is used. And number 3 hypothesis, the bubble gum stain will be removed if ice is used. So what will be the independent variable? The independent variable here, the use of oil, the use of water, and then the use of ice. The dependent variable here are the effects of the changes in the independent variable. For example, the removal or non-removal of the stain using the materials in the independent variable. So ano yung magiging epekto? Matatanggal ba o hindi yung stain? So sa controlled variable natin, we have type of fabric or surface or klase ng tela. Number 2, amount of oil, water, ice used. And number 3, type of oil, water, and ice used. Number 4, duration of application, kung gaano ba natin katagal ibinabad. Number 5, temperature and environment conditions. And then the method of applying. So for number 2 problem, which kind of shampoo can make your hair shiny? So the hypothesis: shampoos containing natural oils like argan and coconut oil make hair shinier compared to shampoos without these ingredients. For our independent variable, we have the same shampoo applied on hair, amount of shampoo applied on the hair, and the time the shampoo is applied on hair. So those were the independent. And then the dependent, o yung kinang ng buhok, ano yung magiging effect. The controlled variable, the hair type, o the amount of shampoo, the water temperature, washing frequency, and then the duration of shampoo application. Hanapin natin yung independent variable, independent. Okay, andito, diagonal, pababa, ano po. And then variables, ayan, pataas naman. And then dependent, controlled, and then effects. Okay, we have question number 1. What is hypothesis? O, nandun po sa review natin, ulitin lang natin. Hypothesis is an educated guess or a prediction about the outcome of an experiment based on your observations and prior knowledge. So pag sinabi po natin hypothesis, ito yung initial idea natin about the problem. Ano ba yung initial na sagot natin doon sa problem, pero hindi pa ito final na tama na ba ang hypothesis, kasi nga we are going to test the hypothesis through experiment. O for example, plants placed in a sunny location will grow taller than plants placed in the shade. So what is the difference between independent and dependent variables? O independent variable, this is the factor you deliberately change or manipulate in your experiment to see its effect on something else. In our example, the independent variable is the amount of sunlight. And then the dependent, this is the factor that you measure or observe in response to the changes made in the independent variable. Yung ginawa nating pagbabago dun sa independent variable, ano yung nagiging epekto? Yun ang tinatawag natin na dependent variable. So sa example natin, the dependent variable is the plant growth. Ito pa po yung mga terms na kailangan nating alamin. So we have scientific problem. Hanapin muna natin ang scientific problem. Okay, scientific problem is a question that you have that can be answered by an experiment. Not all problems that you have are scientific problems. That's because not all questions can be answered with an experiment. So yung mga impossible na question na hindi pwedeng gawa ng experiment, yun hindi mo considered as scientific problem. So data, facts and statistics collected together for reference or analysis. When you say data, these are the information that we've gathered in the experiment process and prior to the experiment. Okay, next one, we have the investigation is a systematic, minute and thorough attempt to learn the facts about something complex or hidden. It is often not formal and official. And variable are factors that can change in an experiment. Okay, hypothesis so is an educated guess or a prediction about the outcome of an experiment based on your observations and prior knowledge. And conclusion, a statement based on experimental measurements and observation. It includes a summary of the results, whether or not the hypothesis was supported, the significance of the study, and future research. When we say conclusion, this is the result of the experiment, or this is the answer to the problem. Conclusion is the answer to the problem. Either it support the hypothesis or reject the hypothesis. Okay, the next one, problem, is a question raised for inquiry, consideration, or solution. And we have application, refers to the process of putting theoretical knowledge into practical use in real-world situation. Just like technology is the application of science, wherein the ideas or the result of the scientific experiment is being applied through technology or invention. Okay, meron tayo ditong sample scenario. We have to create hypothesis and variables. So the petchay plants growing in nitrogen-rich soil for 2 weeks develop larger leaves than those in nitrogen-poor soils because nitrogen stimulates vegetative growth. So what is the problem in the scenario? So the effect of nitrogen in growth of petchay plants. So isa yun sa ano natin. What will be the effect? Or how does nitrogen affect the growth of petchay plants? And what are the variables? So independent, the nitrogen content in the soil, amount of sunlight, and amount of water. So dependent, the size of the petchay leaves. So ano yung pinaka-effect nun? And controlled, soil type and pH or the pH level, initial size and age of petchay plants. What will be the possible hypothesis? So we are going to use the if-then statement. Or if petchay plants are grown in nitrogen-rich soils, then it will develop larger leaves than those planted in nitrogen-poor soils because nitrogen stimulates vegetative growth. So yan yung hypothesis natin using the if-then statement. So how are you going to improve the hypothesis statement in the table earlier, yung previous lesson natin? So use the if-then statement. Number 1, o yung first part nitong video natin, the bubble gum stain will be removed if oil is used. So what will be the possible hypothesis using the if-then statement? So if oil is used, then the bubble gum will be removed. So yung number 2 naman, yung water. The bubble gum stain will be removed if water is used. So if water is used, then the bubble gum stain will be removed. So sample hypothesis po yan. And number 3, the bubble gum stain will be removed if ice is used. So the hypothesis or our initial idea, if ice is used, then the bubble gum will be removed. So how are we going to prove how are we going to identify or support the hypothesis? So we are going to do the actual experiment. Okay, we have here some scenario wherein we are going to formulate the hypothesis and identify the independent and the dependent variables. Isama na natin yung controlled variables. So for station 1, Manuel is a farmer. He noticed that there are mice that were pests on their rice crops. The harvest of rice crops decreases. The supply of rice affected their town, which resulted to a high price of rice. He uses 3 steps. First, he mixed 20-gram bait phosphorus material into the soil. Second, he places a scarecrow on the farm. And lastly, he planted peppermint in between the rice crop. So, tatlong method doon ang in-apply niya just to reduce the pest and to increase the yield or the production of rice. We have hypothesis here. Are going to use this one, hypothesis, meaning it is in plural form. In plural form, meaning maraming hypothesis ang gagawin natin. So, number 1, hypothesis, mixing 20-gram bait phosphorus material into the soil will reduce the population of pests, leading to an increase in the rice harvest. So, yan yung unang hypothesis natin. Number 2, placing scarecrows on the farm will deter pests from damaging the rice crops, thereby helping to protect the yield. Number 3, planting peppermint between the rice crops will act as a natural pest repellent, reducing pest damage and increasing rice production. So, the same station or the same scenario, so we are going to give the variables. So, the independent variables, kung ano yung binago ni Manuel dun sa kanyang experiment or kinontrol niya, o amount of bait phosphorus materials mixed into the soil. So, yun yung independent. Another one, presence of a scarecrow in the farm. And then number 3, planting peppermint between rice crops. Sa dependent variables naman, what Manuel measures or ito yung pinaka-effect ng independent variable. O rice harvest or yield. O, letter B, population of pests. So another one, control o supply of rice in the town and then price of rice. Itong C at D, papasok na ito dun sa experiment na kung lahatan in the town. Pero kung yung sa kay Manuel lang na farm ang i-experiment, it should be A and B only yung papasok dun sa dependent variable. And then number 3, the controlled variable factors kept constant to ensure fair testing. So type of rice crop planted and then the size of farm, other farming techniques. So now it's your turn to create hypothesis, give the variable in the second to fourth scenario. So, may sample na tayong ginawa. Now, it's your turn to create your own hypothesis and to identify the variables based on the given scenario. So, here's the station 2. Mary's mother is a plantita. During the pandemic, she planted tomatoes. Because of lack of space, some tomatoes were planted in the garden soil, while others were on the small pots. She observed that her plant growth and its fruits differ, although she planted them simultaneously. The tomatoes planted on the garden receives enough amount of sunlight. The tomatoes planted on the pots were placed inside their house. Both were watered and were given same amount of fertilizers. So, alin kaya, dyan ang dependent and independent variable at what will be the possible hypothesis that you formulate based on this scenario. Okay, another one, station 3. During the Brigada Eskwela, teacher Mara is cleaning her room. She mops the floor and cleans the board and chairs. While cleaning, she noticed bubblegum stains on the wall. She wanted to remove the stain before she repainted the wall. She tried to use oil, water, and ice to remove the bubblegum stain. So, another one, station 4. Joseph loves to eat. One of his favorite food is sandwich. He makes it with peanut butter, jams, ham, and even portions of margarine. His mother bought 2 packs of bread. As he was about to prepare his sandwich, he saw molds on the sides. He ran to his mom and told her about the molds. His mom told him to put a slice of bread inside an airtight container, the other slice to put in a paper bag, and the remaining slices he left in the bread plastics. So another one, construct your hypothesis and variables based on this given situation. The COVID-19 pandemic affected several countries around the world. One of the nations most severely impacted by the epidemic is the Philippines. So, what will be the possible hypothesis? So, the COVID-19 pandemic led to significant economic, social, and health challenges in the Philippines, affecting vulnerable population and exacerbating existing inequalities in the country. So, variables, what will be the variables? You will be the one to give the variables on in this scenario. Okay, for our formative assessment, based on this picture, let us answer the following questions. Number 1, which is the independent variable? So, letter A, the amount of water. C, the times of stirring. The amount of sugar. The temperature of water. So, based on this illustration, which is the independent variable? Okay, the answer should be, okay, the times of steering. As you can see here in the letter A, 20 times, and letter B, 10 times only. So, which is the dependent variable? So, A, the dissolving time of sugar, the number of granules left, the heating time of water, and then the temperature of water. Of course, the dissolving time of sugar. Another one, number 3, which are the controlled variables? So, we have here 5 given: water temperature, amount of water, amount of sugar, dissolving time of sugar, and then steering time. So, for letter A, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Letter C, 2, 3, 5. Letter B, 2, 4. And letter D, 1, 3, 4. So, the correct answer should be, okay, 1 to 4. So, Mary wants to know at which temperature does the salt dissolve faster in water. What is the dependent variable in the situation? Letter A, the level of water, the rate of which salt dissolves in water, the type of water, and then the temperature of water. So, the answer is the rate at which salt dissolves in water. This is the dependent variable. For number 5, how can a scientist know if his or her hypothesis is effective or not? O paano natin malalaman kung tama yung hypothesis? Nabanggit na natin yan by doing what? O just giving a wild guess, observe from others, test hypothesis through experiment, and conclude based on gathered information from others. So what will be the correct answer? So we are going to test our hypothesis through experiment.